Oh, so it's a small store.
Yeah.
You see the faces that serve you.
What do you think it is? Fucking
Fuck, it's a hole in the wall, proper hole in the wall. You don't see their faces. That's what a hole in the wall is, man.
Nah, hole in the wall is in like it was a small. Anyway, we've been on for like 30 seconds. This is fucking boring.
All I'm saying is Anne Lashin's on an Italian.
It's not
mate.
Anne Lashin.
Yeah.
It's Anne.
It sounds like a Jewish thing.
I know an Italian restaurant. It's called Trattoria something. That's an Italian
Or
name.
bistro, something bistro or something.
Anne Sherlin. I can't remember. Somewhere in the city. I might text him.
Who?
Chris. I'll text
No,
him.
surely he's listening.
Oh, we don't care enough.
He doesn't
Go into
watch.
the show. People watching.
What? No, it's 11 people watching. What is the name of the
Italian restaurant.
You guys fill in some
the
time
Italian
while I'm
hole in the
doing
wall
this.
restaurant.
You talk.
Do you put this part in the show?
It's live.
Yeah, but no,
What do you mean?
because you edit.
No,
Some.
I don't. I don't edit
So this whole
anything.
intro goes in.
Yeah.
That's wrong because last time I listened back to it, this part was cut out and it just goes straight to the.
That was
Yeah.
when we were hammering Joe.
Yeah.
Impossible. When did you last listen to it?
Like 3 weeks ago.
Impossible.
Yep.
Impossible.
I reckon it did. I'm going to go back to it. I'll show you.
I think 3 weeks ago I did this on my own from the Dolomites.
Oh,
if I'm
well,
being
all right.
honest.
Whichever one I looked at maybe 4 or 5 weeks ago then.
There was an episode where we didn't do this and then
The
go into
intro, correct.
Yeah, and we went
Maybe
just
it's
straight
that.
into it. Yeah,
But every other time it's been this intro.
fucking thrilling.
1, 2, 3, 4.
It was clean. It was clinical. Like we executed to perfection.
Now, I'd like to actually go into a few stats because, and I questioned Charlie about a month or so ago.
That is so frustrating as a fan. All you needed was an extra 2-3%.
On the podcast, you're a shit person. You're arrogant. You're obnoxious. I'm sick of it. And I reckon I've got 2 more episodes in me.
Welcome everyone
Oh,
to
this is hostile.
episode. Welcome. everyone.
I'll paint the picture. In that break, these two are about to have it out, and he's targeted him.
We weren't. Welcome everyone to episode 163 of the Almost Blues Brothers podcast, part of the Blue and Broad Media Network, proudly powered in 2023 by.
Vortep.
Mavros Studios.
Thank you. That's the first one. Mavros. Spell.
What? Petrov. P-E-T.
Went nowhere.
Mavros. M-A-V-R-O-S Studios, Hotham Street. Can't remember what number, but it's in
I think it's 84 or 81.
80
Something,
something,
80
something like that. It's beautiful setting, beautiful environment, as you can see.
see.
All blue.
I actually
Obviously.
promoted it. I actually promoted it to someone the other day. I was in a cafe.
Oh, they were
Yeah.
looking for a
Do you know
studio. Who?
I don't actually know if I can say.
Why not?
Nah, famous. Might use it.
It's fucking barely fame. It's not.
Nah,
Who
it's
was it? Who was it?
It's a jingle person anyway. Does jingles as well.
Yeah, who?
Can you go into here?
Why can't you say this name?
I don't know if I can. Just keep going.
All right, so I'll ask
Maybe
you.
they don't-
conflict of
yeah,
interest.
I don't
All
know.
right, I'll ask you a different question. So you ran into a famous person at a cafe. Who was it?
I don't know. Anyway, just keep going.
Mavros in Preston, 3099 jerky. Got the garlic jerky here this week. I actually went through the whole bag of originals, so we only got one bag here this
Just
week.
now?
No, throughout the week. Oh, it's unbelievable. 3099jerky.com. Get your jerky there. St. David Dairy, Cafe and Concept Store in Fitzroy North. Head down there to get your milk on tap, butter, ice cream,
Why is
everything,
the cafe,
great coffee.
Why does the cafe want a studio place anyway? A podcast studio? No, the cafe.
That I went to.
Yeah.
It wasn't. It was a patron.
cafe.
And you overheard or you
No,
knew
he
him?
came up to me. He goes, and we started talking.
Oh, he knew the pod
No, he knew me.
through the pod.
What?
And vortep.com.au. Get to vortep.com.au. Almost Blues Brothers, one word. At the checkout, you get 10% off. To get
We're
your
all wearing
Vortep
them
gear
tonight,
there.
which is good.
I did it out of principle.
Why'd you wearing it?
I'm not.
Well,
Because
I've
Jules
got
did it
the-
all last week. And Jules wore that disgusting beanie.
Yeah, I know. You got some good feedback on that. Hey, I watched it back. You looked fucked.
You look stupid.
You looked stupid.
You look like Noddy's cousin.
Boys, I actually don't watch it back, so
Yeah, well.
Lucky.
I got the sweat. Jules got the tea. Head to vortep.com.au, get your gear. How was your weekend, Dan?
I was with Jules.
All weekend?
Last 3 hours. No, last 3 hours.
It's good to get an invite.
Well, you saw my son on his birthday.
Oh, okay, it's fine.
So Jules comes past,
give Alessandro a gift. Yesterday, what did I do? Nothing on Saturday. My sister-in-law's from Hobart. Livy, did she give her a segment?
She hasn't been sending the audio through.
She
I
said
told
she
her,
was
I
doing
told her a
this.
couple of weeks ago.
Well, I was with her yesterday. We went to the game. Me, Jules, Livy, Frankie, and my father-in-law. And that was it. I had a Jules weekend. Nothing.
All right, now. Do I even ask? All right, Jules. What did you do this weekend?
I actually didn't do much. Mate, I'm nice
He
and
says
easy.
it, but he says
simple.
it like we're going to be shocked. Like, I actually didn't do much, yeah.
Boys, I'm a cool,
Jules,
calm, collected
Jules is
person.
pretty calm. So nothing.
He's the
Not
most
much. Obviously,
riveting.
footy. Obviously, went to the footy last night, which we can get. We will get into.
Yes.
Yeah, I know. He was telling me about this. I
Joe's
wanna
very
know.
jealous,
No,
but it is
not.
what it is. He is. He wish he was there.
It was a joke of an experience.
Okay.
Viewing
Joe
wise.
was watching Men.
I'll
Yeah.
go into
Pretty
that in
much.
a minute. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you can explain it every way you want, but that's what you saw and that's what you did. Anyway,
Female.
Seems to be a common theme that he's ditching us as of late.
yeah, that's very true.
Yep.
Very true. And then, today went to Dan's house, had some coffee. The cake was unbelievable. Actually, you know what? Both sets of cake were unbelievable. You got to tell them about the coconut cake.
2 sets of cake.
For Jules.
One was the birthday. One was the actual birthday cake, Alessandro. So shout out to Cakes to Envy. If you want a good cake in general, anything, use this company.
Just trying to get free cake.
Who?
You.
And
I don't really need to.
And the other cake was?
The other cake was a client of mine, Greek woman,
Yep.
made this
Ayaya?
coconut sponge. Jules,
ridiculous.
can you
Like,
verify this? I did talk it up, as I do.
Was it light and moist?
Yeah, but you know
Sponge
those
cake.
ones where
Syrupy.
like syrup, they got that, like that Macedonian Greek,
Nah,
like
like
syrupy.
syrup.
Yeah, unbelievable.
Yeah,
anyway,
it's
it was a
good
joke.
shit. That's
Let's
good.
just say it was better than watching footy.
Yeah,
Well, you two watched the game today, didn't you?
today.
Didn't you watch the game?
Oh, bits and pieces of a couple of games that
Yeah,
were going
we had
on.
it on in the background, but we wanted to
I was indulging in
enjoy
the
each
cake,
other's
to
time.
be honest.
Do you reckon they're...
We're actually social with one another rather than, just dishing us.
What'd you do?
Yeah, what'd you do? How was last night in
what did I
particular?
do? Friday... I did something on Friday. I can't remember.
All right, just cut to the chase that you did yesterday, because that's your main thing.
No, 'cause
Yeah.
I swear I had something Friday. Maybe I didn't. Watching Severance. Have you seen Severance at all?
Which one's that one? Kid?
No, it's on Apple.
Nah. Oh, that's the one with they control you go from one
Yeah.
place to another. You're not a different person,
Yeah,
but
well,
different
no,
personality.
you basically
yeah,
are.
yeah.
Have you
I haven't
seen
seen it, but I know what you're talking about.
Fucking unbelievable.
Give us the plot
heard.
quickly.
I can't.
See if I'm interested. Just
It's
go
hard.
quick.
All right, they put
We're
a
not
chip.
going to fill up.
They put a chip in your brain, and then when you enter work, you forget who you are on the outside, and when you leave work, you don't know who you are on the inside. That's the plot. Fucking good. It's really good.
Cinemas or TV.
No, no,
It's TV
a series.
It's
It's a
TV show.
series.
2 seasons. 3rd season coming out soon.
How many episodes in the season?
10.
Too much.
All right, so I'm watching that at the moment, which is great. And then Saturday, yesterday, so I had a friend of mine. He has been preparing for a bodybuilding competition, natural bodybuilding. It is natural, I know it is. And he competed yesterday. So he's been prepping for that for about a year and cutting for that for the last 3 months. You guys have seen photos. It looked unbelievable. So shout out to Matty.
He's done well.
He did very well. He came second, third, and second in all of his divisions. So pretty good for a first timer. And then it was my dad's birthday today. So we were there today all day, had some lunch. And that was it. Pretty chill weekend. I've got a gig after this for some reason on a Sunday night that Gab wants to go to. We saw these guys in London.
Fuck, you get roped into this shit. Like,
I don't
left, right,
mind.
and centre.
I'd rather do things than
Not shit, but like,
It'll
you
be
do a
good.
lot.
It's at Northcote Theatre. It's around the corner. It'll finish by 10. I'll be in bed by 10:30. It's not a
What
heavy
time do you
night.
start work tomorrow?
Well, I'm working from
11.
home, so. All right, without any further ado.
Get into it.
No.
I'm starting at 8 tomorrow.
No. All right. Final scores from the MCG. Actually, a little bit to talk about in this one, to be honest. I know it was a little bit scrappy and a bit boring at times, but a little bit to talk about. Good to be talking about a win, first and foremost. So, final scores from the MCG 12-6, 78. Carlton defeat Melbourne by 8 points, 10-10, 70. Goals for the Blues. Carroll, Doherty, Young, Evans, and Chera with a goal each. Curnow finally broke his drought after a month with 3, and Ashton Moyer with his breakout game kicking 4, only 40,000 at the G, but not surprising. And Frankie Evans' concussion won't be playing next week.
Well, we're obviously there, and didn't we say it felt like a practice match in a way?
In terms of the atmosphere?
Atmosphere.
Yeah.
Atmosphere.
So hold on. Before we go into the game, what was your experience like?
No, we'll
because
tell you.
apparently there's something that I missed out on.
So we're obviously just going to go to our normal seats. That
An hour
An
before
hour
the game,
before?
you messaged me.
I messaged Jules. Hey, Jules, just been given Medallion Club seats
Okay.
at the G.
Yeah.
Now, last time we got these seats, they were like, remember it was level 1? Were you with me that time?
Nah.
It was the middle of the ground, but
It was
level
actually the
1.
Melbourne. It was the Melbourne.
It was the
game.
Melbourne game,
You know,
same.
it was that game where you and I both said Melbourne going to win the flag this year.
Correct.
Yeah.
Because we know footy.
And we're going to go into that as well because we're going to talk about that Andrew Russell interview. Go.
And someone else, H. Reed.
All right, go on. Hurry up.
You love this, Jules?
Just hurry up.
All you need.
Miller. We're off the cuff today.
No, we won't get in the middle of
Anyway,
freak.
so I got a text message. Hey, do you want 6 seats to the Medallion Club MCG? I thought I didn't even know where it was. I messaged Jules. We're all going to sit in this spot here. We'll give it a go.
Who went?
Me, Jules, Livy, Frankie, Danny.
Oh, okay, fine.
The one time that we actually had like seats and whatever because we could have got a fair few people in. I then get a text message like not long after that. Hey, I've got another 6.
We had 12 tickets.
12 tickets.
No one was going.
40,000 at the game. What do you expect?
Exactly.
Yeah.
No one was
Correct.
going.
Where were these seats?
Oh, fuck me. Anyway, the closest you can
I'll put
get
it
to
this way.
MCC.
Okay.
No,
Well,
but
we've been to the MCC, so yeah, you can compare.
You go into this.
To be fair,
you
it's
talk
probably the
about it.
same, no?
Oh, I'd say it's better.
You were level
The
2?
viewing was better.
You know what?
It was
No,
middle
no,
of the
here.
ground.
Yeah,
This is
yeah.
better.
Can I ask a question? Remember the president's function we went to against Geelong?
Yeah.
Shits on this.
Was it like that?
No, this shits on it.
This is so much better.
Better?
Yeah.
Fuck. They're good
Seats were like comfy as, like sponge.
They're like the
Like level 2.
Wing?
Yeah, wing.
Like middle of the ground.
Middle of the ground.
All right, that's great.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
a joke. Yeah.
Great to meet Jules. Could
That's actually unbelievable.
beers.
Free?
in a glass.
Oh,
in a glass.
Yeah. Yeah.
We tried to bring it out
Yeah.
to our seat.
Oh, no
Straight
shit. No shit. Yeah. Well, I thought you were saying beers in a glass at your seat, but yeah.
The
it's
viewing
like
was
MCC.
unbelievable.
No, but the viewing is very good.
Good.
Thank you to Dan's client.
Yeah. He does give us tickets all the time, but that was...
It's that guy.
That
That's
guy.
Okay, it's the same guy.
you met him?
I think I met him once. He was
12
going to
tickets.
give us tickets to the Medallion Club one day.
I was saying to Jules, every week we scramble to try and get extra tickets. This time we literally had 8 spare seats.
Might be the same on Thursday for the Hawks game. Ask him. Because I'm going on Thursday.
Oh, you want to go now?
Come on, man.
All of a sudden, he wants to go to the footy.
I've been away. Fuck, what am I going to do? Fly back in for a Sunday afternoon game against fucking West Coast. Anyway, Thursday night. It'll be good. No, that sounds... Shut
are you
up.
saying?
I'm tired tonight anyway. You know what? Do you want to host tonight? Because I don't want to do this
No,
tonight.
you're just going with the show. Come on.
All right, so that was your experience. Great. What did you think of the game?
I'd rather...
Overall, what did you think of the game?
Listen, like you said, good to get a win.
Yeah.
I think it was poor. I think it was actually quite a poor standard, more so from Melbourne. I think that was shocking.
I said to you guys before the podcast, we're bad, but if you ever want to make yourself feel better, just watch Melbourne or Essendon most weeks, and you'll go, all right, we got some upside.
They just look, apart from Pickett, they look lethargic, which made us actually look half decent.
Yeah.
Especially in that first quarter. I think because they were so bad, we actually were moving the ball quite well to get the ball. I think we dominated them in the first quarter.
We did.
We did.
Yeah, it was good to
All
put
over.
on the scoreboard. The thing was, obviously speaking about it more in a positive note, I would say, it was the younger players
Yeah, it
that
was,
actually
100%.
done really well. I think Carroll was probably one of the highest rated players on the ground.
Yeah, I think he was.
Well,
I think he was actually.
Number one.
I think I saw that today.
Number one.
Yeah. So his performance. Young kicked a goal. Moya obviously kicking 4.
Cowan was great.
Cowan was good.
You know what? Of all of them, Cowan was the one I was actually most impressed
Yeah,
with.
I agree with that.
Yeah, probably in terms
Cowan
of his
Moya.
Yeah. I mean, Moya was good, obviously, with the 4 goals. Obviously, one got handed to him in terms of the Frankie Evans situation there and the concussion. But I feel like as if he's got something about him and something that we need to continue on.
I'll tell you something quickly. This is the beauty, and I said this a couple of weeks ago, that all I'm focusing on is the young kids. That's all I care about. I think that's probably what everyone's in the same boat. The difference is Matt Carroll last week got done for holding the ball inside D50 twice, okay? If he wasn't able, if we weren't in the situation we're in, he wouldn't have played this week.
That's right. He probably would have been dropped. Yeah.
That's right. He would have been dropped and he wouldn't have played.
Yep.
He's been able to play back-to-back games, and now we're saying he's the highest-rated player on the ground. This is why it's so important, and I feel sorry for Billy Wilson, who we'd spoken about, because he had been omitted after a game where he probably shouldn't have, and
he actually wasn't that
nowhere.
bad. He actually wasn't that bad in his debut, to be honest.
To be fair, if I went back to that game, I reckon he would have been in, I know we're going off fantasy points or rankings, etc., but I reckon he would have been in our top 10, top 12.
On the day, yeah.
On the day.
On the day.
In ours.
In ours. Not overall, but in ours.
These kids now have to play. They have to play every game for the rest of the season.
I agree.
Simple.
You go through our back 6, back 7, arguably it's pretty young.
Who are we talking about?
Us.
From the weekend?
Our back 6, yeah.
Yeah, it
you
was.
got Wiedering, Haynes, obviously.
McGovern wasn't out there.
McGovern was
Sard
out there.
came back in.
Sard came back in. So obviously Wiedering's obviously what? He's 27 probably now?
27, 28,
something like that. Obviously Sard and Haynes are obviously the more experienced. But you got Carroll, you had Cowan, you had Ollie Hollins, and there was one more that was running around in the back line for us. Who was that?
Wasn't young.
Oh, O'Farrell.
O'Farrell. Yeah, that's right.
Actually, O'Farrell's very impressive.
So
2 weeks in a row
even
now
him,
from
he's been good the last
very
couple of weeks as well, and obviously re-signed the club. So out of those 4 players, they're all 21 and younger.
Yeah.
So for them to be able to play collectively, and obviously they haven't been playing like that together in terms of obviously gelling, and the way they were able to put their games together last night and start to string some very confident games individually, they're only good and positive signs.
Yeah, but this is what happens when the expectations from the club, because now there's no expectation that we're making finals because you can't, okay? So now we're looking at games and we're looking to blood the young kids. This is why it's so important at the start of the season to actually understand where you're at.
Yeah, 100%. And I don't think
Because then supporters are looking at the games very different.
I don't think as a club they understood where
They weren't
at.
No, they didn't. Exactly.
I don't think they actually got it. I think
terms of what?
I think internally the expectations are too high based on what we've seen. I honestly think that they thought they could do a lot more when clearly they couldn't with what they've got at their disposal. Simple.
If there was transparency
7
around
games this
that,
year.
yeah, that's right.
7
We're
games.
2 games. You know, we're only 2 games better than Richmond.
Yeah, one of them we gave to them.
Who cares?
Yeah,
Regardless,
which we were talking about before.
but regardless, that's all part of it, right? Like if you're losing to Richmond in round 1, it's where you're at. It's where you're at. You know.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying,
we
I'm
want
not-
95 granny, and our parents always tell us all the time, like our dads.
I know,
tell
they
us
got
all
slapped
the
by
time,
Sydney and St
Sydney
Kilda
and St Kilda back to back.
Finished
in
last and second
95.
last. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah,
I
that's
You know,
understand
so
that.
obviously,
We
yeah.
also won every other game that year.
Can I talk about?
Yeah.
Right? So,
Yeah.
it's different. We've won 7 games for the season. Unfortunately, whether it's fans, internally, whatever it is, external expectations, internal, whatever it is, start of the season, it just wasn't aligned to where we were clearly going to be.
Let's keep talking about the young players, but I want to bring up one older player, Pitto. Now, we both mentioned the way he's moving around the ground.
He looks very good.
He looks very good. Yeah. He's getting to contests a lot easier in terms of
his movement.
Well,
he's
he's had a pretty long run of
Time away.
like a block. No, he's had like a
in terms
block
of
to put
playing.
together.
Yeah.
Whether it be in the VFL or the AFL, he's actually playing consistent footy, which he hasn't probably had for a little while.
he's probably
Well,
moving the
last
best
few
he's
years.
moved.
Yeah.
since
He looks
the
good.
I
last
think he got
couple
out.
years.
I still think he got outplayed last night, but Gorn's obviously gone.
Gorn's last
you know?
quarter was big,
Yeah.
from what I can remember.
I mean, it's gone. Like,
Yeah,
he's
correct,
the
it's
best
gone.
ruck in the last 20 years.
Yeah, but he didn't get dominated by him.
No, I agree.
No.
But he rarely
The-
does, Pitto.
in that type of scenario.
Really does.
We were talking about it today in terms of like just rucks, like in the competition. You have like, you know, Gawn and Wits, like they predominantly ruck like majority of the game, like especially Wits. So it'd be nice to get Pitto to the capacity to be able to ruck, you know,
80%.
Yeah, 70, 80%. 80%, so I think would probably be the
You
cusp.
just have Harry as
and
a
then you have
chop
Harry
out.
as like a.
This
as
is
a
a
chop
Are you on
out.
the train
Obviously,
now?
Yeah.
Are you on the train that he's
Now?
no, in terms of like not now? Are you saying? Are we all? Obviously, we know TDK's gone.
Well, we don't know,
90,
but
Well, writing's on the wall.
99%
It looks like that,
certain he's gone. Yes,
Hey,
99%.
he was
It looks like
last,
that.
last night. Last night. Jeez, if there's a bloke that didn't want to be there.
Oh yeah, mate. But it's
Yeah.
not just last night. It's the last.
I know, but last
6
night was
weeks.
even more noticeable.
Yeah.
It's the way he's
because of-
carrying himself. You
Yeah.
can just see he's
Yeah.
not interested. Like, and it's fine. Like if you're gone,
Remember
you're
the
gone.
Cripper moment
As
where
in-
he's on the floor and he's
Oh,
sort
and
of like
Cripper came over. So I can't remember. It was in the middle of the ground, and I don't know if he got hit in a marking contest or if it was a tackle, whatever it may be. But he was clutching at something, and
He's on the floor.
He was on the floor. Cripps literally came over, came
Picked
from the
him up.
back, picked him up, and said, "You're all right, mate.
Get on with it."
Yeah, get on with it."
I was saying to George,
Yeah.
the funny thing is because this bullshit saga's gone on for so long, none of us want him there anymore.
Well, actually, I said to Corey, I go, I'll be pissed off if he signs it.
Yeah, correct.
Because it's like you've wasted everyone's time.
That's
if
right.
That's the case. Because it has sucked energy out of the club. Like we've all been talking about it all year. Imagine what they feel like within the four walls. You go in the locker room, you don't know if he's staying or going.
I still blame the club.
I do
blame the
too.
club.
And you know what? I feel for Tom because if he is going, okay, and he's made it aware that he's not going to sign for X amount, the club should sit him. Because if you're going to play him, you can't expect for him to be in. He's not going to be all in if he's already got one foot out the door. So I actually feel for him.
I actually expect
if that's
Cripper
the
to be
case.
saying something in that
Well,
scenario. as
he-
well.
It's signed or
Cripper
sit,
did
and
have,
it should have been that 4 weeks ago with 10 games to
Cripper
go.
did have obviously the post-match interview. You know, they're the ones that they do on the ground, and he was asked, and obviously Cripps just pretty cliche, pretty cliche in terms of obviously we'd love to have him here. You know, he's in terms of his training, his preparation, and the way he conducts himself and his efforts and so on. We can't, sort of question.
Imagine he turns around and goes,
So,
I'm sick of the bloke.
yeah, I don't know. I'd still love to keep him. Like, you know how I am with him. I still love to keep him in terms of the attributes that he does have. But in saying that, we've also been discussing, obviously, in patches in terms of allowing players to go.
Me and Jules gone on a tangent.
Yeah,
No, this is fine.
No, to open up some
Yeah,
space
that's
for
right, to
us to
bring
be
in-
able
to
to make
bring
some
in
moves.
players.
Because obviously, you have a look at Graham.
What are you laughing at?
You look at Graham, right? That's him.
Yeah, no shit.
You know, he's
Did with
obviously in
Grundy,
a
did it
coaching.
Trelaw, brought in
Yeah.
role players, won a flag.
Yeah.
Not
So
saying
obviously it
won a flag,
happens. And that allows that to happen.
interesting.
And obviously, if we have 1.6 or 7K
To spend on really, really good players.
Who are we going to talk about?
Harley Reid.
No, we're not going after Harley Reid.
I want Harley Reid at the
It's
club.
not going to happen. I don't know. I'm not even going to waste my time.
Wanganeen.
Miller.
He's also not coming. He's going back to
Straight
South Australia.
swap.
It's not going to happen. We don't need those players. I'll tell you who we need.
No, yes, we do.
No, we need 2 or 3 players with the foot skills there or thereabouts of Wanganeen Miller. Right? You're not going to get a superstar like that at this point. We're just not.
Nah, to be fair,
We're
those
just not.
kinds of
This is
players, those kinds of players, you probably draft for. You try target them in terms of the draft. But I'm with you. I reckon you try find 2, 3.
You need 2
quality
or 3 players that have just got a nice polished boot that can really set us up going forward. That's
Yeah.
what we need.
Wouldn't
To
mind Patrick.
literally, and when I
wouldn't-
say to set us up going forward, I want to see next season. I want to see players out of the middle drilling Charlie and Harry down their fucking throat. We have.
we tried to drill a couple targets in the Melbourne game.
I know this is what I
Yeah.
want to get back to, and it's almost there, but it's the execution's just poor. It comes off at times. Will White had a good one to Frankie Evans for his goal. He pulled kick short, beautiful. That's what you
but
want.
to be
But it's
fair,
2 in 10, 3 in 10.
We're watching a couple of games. Obviously, we're watching
Collingwood.
but we're watching Adelaide and Gold Coast first, and then we switched it over because obviously the Collingwood Freo game was probably a little bit more entertaining. But in regards to Adelaide, in terms of the way they actually hit targets inside forward 50, they don't. Can you remember one?
No,
They
it's,
didn't.
no.
They don't.
We've
They
said
didn't.
this. We've said
They
this.
don't.
They
We've
actually
said this.
didn't.
We've said this for a lot of
They
the season.
don't. But look at where they are.
A lot of teams do bomb long but they put it to the right spots. We don't. So we don't bomb long to
Adelaide's
the right
forward
spots.
pressure is very good. That's the difference.
To be fair,
We don't have the forward.
Forward
I,
pressure's
I,
the worst.
Do you want to talk about
I
forward
actually don't
pressure?
think it's like the entries. I actually think it's more
It's
of
the
that.
pressure.
Once the ball hits the deck,
I
because
think
I
it's
tell
more
you,
of that.
there were 4 occasions against even Melbourne, who were terrible, that on the counter they tore us apart. They got from deep D50 to a shot on
talking
goal.
about Melbourne?
Yeah, within 3 to 4 kicks.
The issue with
so
us,
that's our fault. That's
the issue with
crap.
us as well is in terms of that, in terms of like trying to actually stop the opposition from going from end to end, is our capacity to be able to get across the ground and organise
Yeah, that's
ourselves.
right.
Because usually they go out the flat side or the fat side.
Yeah,
sorry.
we've actually got
everyone's-
3 or 4 plays behind the football, but they're not manning anyone.
No.
They're just marking space, and then it's very easy for a forward to be able to. Anyway,
I will
But
talk-
Can I say
No.
something just to finish on that? Guess how many tackles inside forward 50 Collingwood had today? Just have a guess. This is a joke. It has to be a record.
25.
Have a guess.
22.
35 tackles
Really?
inside forward
No
50.
way.
35.
And they lost the game.
What?
And they lost the game. Yeah,
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
35.
That's actually
So
ridiculous.
that's what we're talking about in terms
more
of
than what we get in
levels,
a game.
levels
Far
to
out.
pressure. You want
How
to
many
talk
tackles do
about
we
you want
get?
to talk about pressure? Second quarter, when Melbourne got themselves back in the game, our pressure dropped to 110.
Yeah.
Did it?
Yep.
Yeah.
110.
I'm telling you now,
we
I'll tell
allowed
you
them.
something. It's
we
all about the
allowed them
habits and the
uncontested
consistency.
marks, uncontested marks. 110. We couldn't get our hands on the
From
football.
a positive note, though, in the third, when they did hit the front, we actually did very well as a group to then
Climb
kick
back.
the
I
two,
agree.
climb back, and then
But even then, at the end of the game, we're 2.5 goals up, whatever it is, with 6 minutes to go. They kick a couple, 72 to 70. We did enough to
yeah, we just
not just see the game out,
Yeah.
but we actually sealed it.
So to their credit, they did very well in that scenario because you would say that in the past Melbourne would have won that by 20 points,
or they would have. They probably would have kicked one more and we lose by a kick.
whatever it is. Yeah.
I agree with that.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like as if it's obviously you talk about it in those words. I say we done enough and like just enough.
Well, we did clearly.
Of course,
But it wasn't like like I'm taking it
in the context
I'm-
of the game. It was 14th versus
yeah,
whatever.
Yeah, correct.
It's a
I-
bullshit
I,
game.
I know, but I talk about in terms of it's for me. It's a bit more of a negative in terms. All right, yeah, cool. We just got over, but in reality, if you're a good side, you'd kick away.
But we're not.
Yeah, no, but
Yeah.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
In reality, you would kick away. Like you allow them in once, but then after that, it's
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
If you're a good team.
If you're a
If
good
you're a good
side,
team, yeah.
I kick 4 or 5. I make it 4 or 5 goals, and then it's arm length
Yeah.
from there.
Yeah. Ashton Moyer,
Yeah. So,
boys. Wow.
but how did he
We've-
look?
we've got-
Because on
nah.
TV, I couldn't really see too much. Like you see him when he was in shot, but
I think he's got the X factor that you want for inside the forward 50. I know he's been coming into the centre bounce. I actually don't mind it. I know Pov and I were talking about it. Maybe it's too soon.
I think so.
I just feel like as if maybe I think he needs to have time inside the forward 50, nail that down for a year or two before he actually goes in and plays like that Rankin type.
His
Because
marking
I think he has
ability is
that
great.
potential.
His marking ability is great, and he leads at the footy with intent. Like he's
He's
got a
got
presence
a
about
good
him.
mark overhead too.
Very, very good.
And he seizes the moment as well.
Well,
Like some of his
he's actually
some
done
of his goals were pretty clutch.
In terms of X factor, in terms of seizing the moment, he did it against the Saints in the last round, even though we lost the game. But he did it when he came on as a sub in that last quarter. Did it against West Coast when he came in as well. Kicked a goal on debut. And yeah, he had some moments last night where he needed to nail a set shot. He did twice, 2-3 times, whatever it was. So
He has to play. These kids just have to keep
what
playing.
I like about him too is his foot skills, like particularly off both feet, left and right. And you see him in terms of like lining up for a set shot. He'll take the set shot on his left. He'll take the set shot on his right.
yeah, is he a left footer or right footer?
I think he's left.
I think he's left.
I think he's both.
But I think he's left predominantly.
I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I actually couldn't tell you. Like if he went and like actually had a set shot,
On both sides, I
on
don't
both
think you
sides,
can
I don't think you could tell.
which is great.
So I
He's
just
got
think
something
he's got,
about. We all know he's got something about him. It's just whether or not he's ready for a full season. He may need more time next year in the twos just to work on his craft a bit. Based on Voss's post-game interview, which I listened to, not the press conference, there was an interview. They asked him about Moyer, and he said, yeah, it's good reward for effort, but there's still elements to his game that they'll need to develop and come along.
Yeah,
To be
but
fair,
every
he's
Some
only-
of it needs
every
to
single
develop
player,
playing
man.
against good players.
He's
as
only
well.
played 5 games as well.
Yeah,
He's
but
like 19 years old. So yeah,
I don't know. For me, every single player needs to improve.
of
So,
course. But I would rather that. So this is the reason I say that is I'd rather hear that, right, than he's got it and he plays every week.
Yeah, correct.
Because
I agree with
like
that.
true development of these players, which we've never seen at this football club. I'm telling you now, these kids need not just a year in the VFL and then you bring them in and you expect so much. We're talking like 3-4 years of go hone your craft, put the yards in, and then when you're 22, 23 starting to hit your peak, that's when we're going to give you games. We don't do that. We've always played 18-year-olds from day one.
It's a bit of not off topic, but slightly, I would say. Luke Power.
Yeah, we saw his
He
interview.
came up here, like, half time or how they're walking back onto the ground and so on, like the assistant coaches and whatnot. He was doing an interview, like, with the Carlton media.
We haven't seen him all year.
We haven't seen him all year, like at AFL. Like, he hasn't done that.
Is he VFL coach?
He's the VFL coach. So I found that quite interesting. I don't know if anyone knows, obviously the live chat, if anyone can obviously give us a bit of
VFL
clarity.
and development coach? I think he's got a dual hat.
Yeah, probably, but I haven't seen him. Like,
Yeah,
even if they
that's
go
true.
and they pan out in terms of the actual coaching box.
True.
I've
Yeah,
never
true.
seen him.
No,
there
that's true.
This year,
That's true.
I know years prior, yes, because obviously in terms of his roles and so on. But I actually haven't seen him, so I found that a little bit interesting too. I don't know where the directives come
VFL
from,
got
but
slapped by 105 points. Though.
yeah, I
Did
saw
they?
that. And our man played today. I saw him run out.
Well,
Yeah,
he's been playing all season.
not every game. Nah, I saw the team sheet a couple of weeks ago. Didn't play.
He's played like 10 games or something, 9 games.
Yeah,
And he doesn't train. Just racks up 40 and then fucks off back to the stables. That's a footballer. Anyway, Moyle was good. Cooper Lord, there were a couple of passages. Don't take this out of context. Don't take it the wrong way. But there were a couple of passages where I saw him in the clinches, and the way he moves, it was like watching Walsh. In terms of his ability to be so clean at ground level if
in
the
the
ball's hit
tight.
the deck, clean, evasive, bang, first use.
Yeah.
He moves well.
Not
he
that he's
does.
going to be. I mean, he might. Not
Yeah.
comparing him to Walsh in terms of his footballing ability, but the way he's moving, it's reminded me a little bit of Walsh.
Some
when
of
he
his
was young.
kicking last night was obviously a little bit below par, and he's
I
actually
think
been better in the past. He's actually been really good.
Well, he
I
was,
was
our
gonna
third,
comment.
he was our third highest rated player.
I agree. His ball
on
use
AFL
probably
Fantasy.
wasn't the best.
Yeah, but in saying that, yeah, he does have something about him. I feel like he's predominantly been playing on the wing too. Doherty and Lord were our wingers last night, for the most part, and then you had like Wyatt and Frank Evans and so on, obviously taking part in that. But
I mean, look at these names, man. Like Lord, Carroll, Cowan, Moyer, Hollins. I'm still putting Ollie in there because he's young. Ollie, Flynn, Young, Frankie Evans, Harry O'Farrell, Will White. That's like 8 or 9 names there that most of them are first-year players, almost, right?
Close to.
First or second year, close to. With probably an average of 15 games experience between
not
them.
even.
If that. Ollie probably bumps that average up if you put him in there. So, I mean, to get a win with a team that's fielding that much youth and that much inexperience, it's a positive.
I'll be honest. I think out of that, Cowan's the guy for me next year that has to play in our best 22.
I think he is best 22 right now.
He's
No, I think he is.
He's more than ready
Right now.
I just think it's the injuries that are sort of
for him.
curtailed. Yeah, for him.
He hasn't
personally.
had the continuity this year.
Yeah,
that you
I think
would like.
that's been the reason why. He
But
probably
the
hasn't
way-
played
Do you think if he was fit, he'd be playing
every week?
above who
Haynes.
instead of Haynes? You're saying that
actually,
Haynes
Haynes
is our best
been- nah,
defender?
Well,
Haynes
who do you
is
reckon's
pretty
our back seven? Wiedering, JSOS.
You'd say probably instead of
Haynes?
Gov.
Maybe McGovern.
Maybe Gov. Or
Do you
you
reckon?
play instead of Gov.
No, I don't think. Well,
No,
Without
in terms of in the back line, Gav probably would have swung
he would have
forward
gone forward because no
as a
Harry.
third hybrid.
yeah, but so you got obviously Ollie Holland, Sard. Yes.
Yes.
Like for those, no one's really going to take their positions, whether there are players that can or cannot. Oh,
Yep.
sorry, who can, because the coaching staff probably just
They won't play- they'll
won't
always
do
play
it.
them,
They'll
yeah.
always play them. So you got those two. Then you got Wiedering,
Silvani.
Savani,
Haynes.
Haynes. That's 5. Okay. Then you're saying Cowan.
Mm-hmm.
That's 6. Who's the 7th?
Newman would have been the 7th.
Newman would have been the 7th. So yeah, you're probably right.
If not, and that's Gov.
And or Scov. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think Lockie Cowan, Gavin Willens put in the comments for a leadership position. I was going to say, I think he looks like he's got a leadership role at some point in the future of the
The
club.
way he goes about his footy is very
He
good.
reads the play
Yeah.
unbelievably. Unbelievable. He's
aggressive.
it's really starting to come together for him, and I'm actually
And he uses the
enjoying
ball well.
watching him.
Good decision maker with ball in hand.
Yeah. Well, that was his strength coming into the draft. Was his foot, was ball use. So
Yeah.
we need that.
Do you know what the thing is? Just on ball use, there's one player from the back half that is known for just butchering it. I feel.
Sard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like dump kicks.
Yeah, the Wolf's giving us the shits now.
Can I tell you why? I think I worked this out a few weeks
No,
ago.
sometimes they just get the ball and they just kick it.
Yeah.
He does in particular.
Yeah.
But I think
There's
I
other
actually-
players that do it as well.
I actually think it's the role. So if I'll put it to you this way, imagine Sard.
How can it be the role, boy?
I'll put it to you this way. Imagine Sard was let off the leash and given more license like a Josh Weddle, right? Just straight line running through the guts, take the game on. Yeah? Those Sard's, like, when you think about Sard and his kick, right? His kick is to gain meters. When we brought him on board, we've got a podcast, I can find it, where we spoke about, we've got a player that's not a 50-meter gain player. He's 100 because he'll run 50 with it and he'll kick 50 with it. So it's territory, right? He doesn't do that anymore. He doesn't run and gun. He plays on fucking Cozzy Pickett. He locked down on him for the whole game. What do you expect? When the ball's going to come to him, he's stationary. It's a kick around the body most of the time. When Sard is running, like the few times that we've seen him run and gun this year, that's when he's at his best. That penetrated kick goes 60 metres, you gain territory. True or not?
Why can't it be a handball to an oncoming runner?
Yeah, I agree with that too.
And
then they have the time and space
It's
to
a
be able to
dump
hit
kick
someone.
most of the
It's a
time.
dump kick for no reason.
That I agree with.
Yeah.
He could be a bit more strategic in how he goes
Correct.
about and gets himself out of it. I actually thought he was better last night in patches in terms of
is
being
it
able
then
to
a
free
role
himself
thing?
up.
Is it a role thing? Or is it?
No, I
it's
think-
not a role thing.
It's probably a bit
No,
of both.
I think it's composure
It's probably a bit of
with
both.
ball in hand, to be honest with you. I think it's that. I don't think Boyd does that.
Speaking of butchers, Doc was actually right last night.
Yeah, he was. The goal, we said, Jules and I, that the way they celebrate his goal is
Interesting.
interesting.
I thought the same. I know exactly why he's saying it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I said it. I actually said it before he had a
did.
shot. I said, it actually be interesting to see how they actually
And
act.
it was actually
after.
his celebration that I found
No,
very
yeah.
interesting. The look on his face, I was
Yeah.
like,
Joe, everyone ran to him.
yeah.
Everyone.
It looks like It looks like
I think he's done.
We're not going to see him next year, and like I don't know if he's going to retire or if it's just that there's no contract for him. I don't know what it looks like, but I thought the exact same thing when they panned into him after his goal. I went, that looks like a bloke that's just out there enjoying the last bit of his footy, basically.
And Livy turned to me, she's like, I love Doc. And we actually do.
We all
of
do.
us do.
We all do.
All of us
we all
do.
do. He's just
This season's been difficult for him.
Yeah.
I'm actually shattered that he won't be part of a premiership side if we win a flag. That was the one where I was like, if there was one player I think every single Carlton supporter wanted to see with a premiership medal, it was him.
What about Cripps?
Yeah, well, he's number 2. I'm sorry, Doc was still number 1
In
for me.
terms of the way he's what
with
he's endured,
with what he's been through. Yeah.
And just on that, in terms of Doc, obviously Andrew Russell was on a pod recently.
Let's talk it.
So just in terms of
It was on the
talking
Sacked
points,
podcast earlier this week. Terry did a video on Blue Broad about it.
That's what I saw.
Reviewed bits and pieces of it, but Jules watched the whole interview.
Did you watch
so
the whole thing?
I haven't watched the whole interview
He
yet.
watched the whole thing, yeah.
I'm going to listen to it tomorrow.
I've got 5 minutes that I still haven't listened to. It's
Yeah,
like
that's
40,
right.
47, 48
You've
minutes.
listened to about 40 minutes.
But just in saying that, I was up to the point where they're talking about Doc and the elimination final, whether they thought he was going to be able to not perform at the level in terms of a physical standpoint, but to be able to perform in terms of like the performance. So I felt that very interesting.
The enormity of the occasion.
Yeah, obviously of the occasion. But obviously they've gone back in history in terms of what he was able to produce and when he came back, and he was able to produce. So they thought, you know what, let's play him. And he actually talked about if they were able to endure that first quarter or a bit, Andrew Russell was actually very confident in terms of what they could have done in finals
Last year?
Okay,
because I know you spoke about 2023.
Nah, they were talking about last year.
Okay, because there was a
Because
point.
they talk about the Doherty in terms of coming back. That's the reason why. Just because they had a lot of players very similar in terms of 23, but they had a lot of players coming back and they were fresh.
It would have been fresh.
What are your thoughts on these type of interviews where...
Was that not 2023 that he was talking about? And he was saying that he was really disappointed they couldn't get it done?
No. So this
That was separate.
This is separate.
Okay.
Yeah, so this is the Doc one coming back, and obviously if they were able to endure a little bit more.
It was actually, sorry, you go.
No, go.
No, go.
I was just saying, what are your thoughts on these type of interviews where, Russell speaks out about him walking into the club and not...
So with this one, you got to take what he says almost with a grain of salt when you talk about the high performance side of it, because...
No, I'm talking about the club because he mentioned about the club not
I'm going to
being
separate it.
a weak-minded playing group that were taught to lose.
I'm going to separate it between two, right? So in this interview, from what I've heard so far, he'll talk about the high performance side of it and his program, right? He's always going to back that in.
Of course.
Right? Then he'll talk about what you're talking about with the culture of the club and the differences between Carlton and Hawthorn and all the other clubs that he's worked at, right? And he did make a comparison to Hawthorn where he basically said it was completely different. At Hawthorn, it was united. It was like football was football. I'll paraphrase, but football was football. The off-field was the off-field. At Carlton, it was too mingled as soon as you walk in. The coterie groups too involved. Yeah. Boards too involved in football decisions. But he did say by the end of when he was leaving, that was starting to disconnect a little bit as of last year. I don't know if that's the case, but is it not what we say every other week? Did that interview not confirm so much of what we've said over the past
it's a lot of what we've
5 years on this podcast?
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously
speculated about.
It's a lot of what we've, not known, but like obviously that we speculated and obviously discussed. Yeah, I mean, I sort of take things with a grain of salt because, Andrew Russell's obviously saying his spiel, but yet again, we don't really know because I'd love to have other people's opinions.
Yeah,
so if Voss was ever going to be on a pod, for example, in a year, say for example, if he does go at the end of the year or if he sees out his contract and it's a year or two after, and he obviously comes out and obviously has a discussion, I'd like to hear a few more people's opinions to be able to come to some sort of realization about where we are at. Or where we were at, and obviously in terms of the way we conducted ourselves. That'd be interesting for me.
The most interesting part of that interview for me, and Terry spoke about this in his review as well, he literally said it was a play... fuck me, I actually can't believe I'm going to say these words because I don't know how many times we've said this collectively. It's a playing group that was taught how to lose.
It's cooked.
How many times have we said this? They are a playing group that have been taught how to lose. What do you expect from a core that has a 30% winning record between them over 10 years? Seriously, This is what we're talking about, right? And not only are we speculating about this now, that has now been confirmed by someone that was within the four walls for fucking 6 years in a high position. So it's not like... I'm not here to toot our own horn, but we get on this podcast, we speculate a lot. You don't have to think too much when you look at our football club.
Joe's just trying to say, just listen to us.
It's pretty easy to work. No, but I'm just saying, whether it's us or just the general fan, which is what we are, you don't actually have to think too much to work out what's going on. Really. We haven't overthought any of this at this point because it's all now coming out that it's you're pretty close to.
Well, I would say they sort of enabled it.
Of course. Yeah, well, when Brendan Bolton's getting up in press conferences saying it's not about wins and losses, it's all about green shoots. Fuck, man. What?
But obviously, even in terms of selection as well. So, there was obviously a period even in Teague's tenure. I can't remember where I heard this, but I'm assuming we can always go back to it anyway. And we'll be able to remember. But there was a period where they were playing, your Dows and so on through the midfield. I don't know if you can, and Walsh and so on. But they brought back Murphy and Ed Kerno, where they were playing probably more so off the half forward or inside the forward 50, or Ed Kerno was playing on the wing. But because we were losing, they actually flipped it and put them back into the middle because they thought they were obviously physical.
If you think about it, we started to win games. Now think about what Collingwood do. Think about what even North Melbourne are doing under Clarkson at the moment, right? You got Finn O'Sullivan, you got Colin McKercher, and even Harry Sheasel. 3 of their top picks at North Melbourne over the last couple of years. They've all played off half back.
Yeah.
Their midfielders are their midfielders. If we want to go out there and try and win games.
They've even got Luke Parker. So say North, for example. Luke Parker plays in the middle.
Right?
Yeah.
Collingwood, they've got youngsters. Nick Dacos played off a half back line for the majority of the first year that he came into that side. He could have played out of the midfield from day one. They didn't. They play him off half back. You get your midfielders in there that can show him how to win games. You give him little bursts, little bits of game time. When we started doing that I remember Murphy, Ed Kerno, there was a third at the time. Even Bryce Gibbs was there for a bit in 2016, 2017, right? We were winning games. And then all of a sudden they flipped it and they went, no, we're going to put Dow in there. He's going to be our number one. Walsh is going to be our number one. And you run through them. They've got fucking no experience. Nah. You kill their development. You kill it by either putting too much expectation on them to win games or by giving them no expectation, which is what we did, and saying, don't worry if you win or lose, just go out there and have fun. Essentially. Don't overthink it, man. Footy's a fucking easy game. I think our club's made it look too hard at times. What else? Actually, we spoke about the kids. I actually thought our leadership group, the three, stood up last night for the first time in about 6 weeks.
Two.
It's interesting that.
All three.
I did see...
Cripps was good.
Two. That's what I'm saying, two.
Nah, Charlie and Weeders.
Two.
All right, so who didn't?
Jules
Charlie.
Charlie.
Nah, man. Hey,
I think he was okay.
Apart his first quarter was good.
Yeah.
His first quarter.
Other than the first quarter, what, Joe?
he was
in
getting,
all honesty,
he was getting around the ground for a lot of the game.
first quarter.
Did you say
weight?
His work rate was very good last
Doesn't
night.
matter.
His work rate was good last
Doesn't
night.
matter. High standards. If
He's
you
not-
if you're happy
I'm
with
not
that,
happy with it.
if
I'm
you're
not happy with it,
that,
but he's not going to kick
then
six.
our club will be out where they
He's not
are
gonna
at
kick-
for a long period
But he's
of time.
not kicking six against Melbourne last night. He doesn't have Harry.
I'm not saying
and
kick six.
Tom's a statue if he's the second forward.
Nah, Jules is saying there was a moment where Weeders actually hammered him.
I saw
in the
it.
second
Actually
quarter.
I'm
saw it.
telling you,
I think it
I'm
was.
telling you,
He didn't
still
go
not-
up with the contest, and someone took an uncontested mark. And Weeders hammered him.
Charlie Curnow, I'm telling you now, is still a very not selfish because even he gave off the kick to Young, but he's not putting his body on the line. I'll tell you that much.
When has he ever really though?
Putting his body on the line, he's not jumping
Are you
as
talking about
much.
like
He's not
defensively, or
competing.
you're talking about like
He's not
aerially?
competing.
Just competing.
Just competing. Zero competitiveness whatsoever from your full forward.
Even that
it's
kick
not good
again
enough.
around the body from 50 something out, where it didn't even make the distance.
Yeah, I know the one you're talking about.
Yeah, like with the Wiedering one,
that's not caring.
Wiedering kicked it
That's
down the
not caring,
line.
Joe.
Wiedering kicked it down the line for Charlie to compete. Yeah, he lost it. The ball went back. No, sorry, someone kicked it down the line for Charlie to compete. Didn't compete. Then
It was an uncontested mark and it went back in.
Yeah, uncontested mark went back in. Wiedering's intercepted it, and then Charlie Curnow is asking for it again. And Wiedering is just like
I saw it.
and
I saw it.
genuinely
I saw it.
blasting
No, I
him.
saw it. I
Why
saw
would you
it.
give it back to him?
Yeah,
Are
I
you
agree.
serious? I don't
I
have any
agree.
trust in you. If I've got no trust in you in that, I'm sorry. It's not good enough.
Can I ask? Do you think
that's big?
That's a
problem.
massive problem.
Massive
what,
problem.
like with Charlie, right? Obviously, we hold him to a very high standard, as he should be. One of the highest paid players at the club, is a superstar at his best. Hasn't been at his best. Why do we genuinely think he hasn't been at his best this year? I don't think we've actually discussed this. Why do we think there's this dip in form that we've seen?
I feel like as if all good players go through patches,
He's in that patch.
but I wouldn't say this is a patch. I'll also arguably say it's a season almost. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? It's not like 1, 2, 3 game patch. It's 4 games where he basically didn't kick a goal. And before that, or prior to that, he's probably kicked, 2 or 3. I can't remember the last game he kicked 5 or 6. When's the
I'll
last
tell you
game he
something.
kicked 5 or 6?
He hasn't.
He hasn't.
But I also think that's a product of what our forward line has looked like.
But
You need to listen.
But you go.
You need to li-
You go last year. When's the last year? When did he kick?
Probably against Geelong.
Okay, you talk about forward
Yeah,
line.
but that's it. Then what? That's it.
You're talking about goals, for example.
I'm talking about
You're-
everything. But,
Anyway, wait.
but if you're not kicking goals,
That's your job.
yeah.
Listen, you're talking about the forward structure, not complimenting him, and that's why he's looking worse than what he is. That's what you pretty much say. Wait,
No, there's no Harry.
you're in the leadership group, and you're giving
inexperience.
us that shit. I'm sorry, that's a disgrace. As a leader of the club, and we're actually saying that he's struggling to compete, that's not
you're-
down to forward
like,
structure.
No, hey, you gotta have-
and you're saying before in terms about like leaders and on-field leaders, you're like the midfield group
That's
in
the
terms
thing
of
that's wrong,
showing
Joe.
them.
He's checked out.
He's not showing the other forwards in terms of what the expectations are. It's wrong. Where Wiedering, on the other hand, you can say he's leading from the front.
No, the
in
bloke's
that
got
regard.
standards. He's calling out another player in Charlie Curnow because he's fuming about the product that he's delivering. I'm talking about leadership. Where is the leadership that's being shown from, as Jules has said, the start of the season till now, he's been in this lull. So how are you changing that from a leadership perspective at a bare minimum because your performance isn't showing it?
For me, over
We're
the last,
actually asking him, is he competing? He's not competing.
Also, in regards to that, in terms of development, over the last few years, you could say, I think it's pretty obvious, our defensive group, like our defensive unit, you could probably play, I reckon, 10, 11, 12 players. Like, I think, like, we bat that deep. in terms of I'm okay for them to defensively to play
in the back half.
in the back half.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Any of the back 6 or 7. I can't say that on any other line. Why is that? Is it because of Wiedering? Is it because of Newman in terms of the development? Is it because we've got Haynes in now?
Definitely.
And their development and their, their leadership and so on, their expectations? I would say definitely for me.
So this is my point, right? So there's no one for me, that's a depth issue in the forward half. It has to be.
Is it depth or leadership?
It's a leadership from
showing the expectations.
I think it's both. I don't think you can discount the amount of inexperience we've got in the forward half.
I think when Charlie Curnow not going up for a mark on the wing, he's not a forward structure
I agree with
issue.
that, which is why I'm saying it's both, right?
Yeah.
Because I'll tell you something. Has Charlie, even through his development, did he ever have a Newman next to him? Did he ever have a Haynes next to him, showing him what he needed to do? Tell you who he had.
He's
He had-
27, 28 years old
I understand.
now.
No. I get it. But he had Levi Casbolt. He had Andreas Everett. He had Matt Wright. Come on, man. Like, there's a reason why Wiedering has developed into the player that he's developed into.
Is Charlie
Who did he
Curnow a
have?
leader in your eyes?
Huh?
Is he a leader in your eyes?
Not at the moment, no.
Is he a leader? Not at the moment. You're not.
No, but he's not.
That's my opinion.
No, not from what we're seeing, no.
That's it.
I'll say 2-3 years ago, even when he was winning Coleman's, he wasn't a leader. But in regards to
I
disagree
disagree with that. I think his demeanor's changed. It's from 2 or 3 years
Correct.
ago.
That's the
2 or 3 years
Yeah,
ago,
but-
he was locked in.
Joe's right. His demeanor's changed.
But he wasn't a leader.
No, I disagree.
He
I'll
wasn't a
tell you
leader.
why he was a leader. Because he was winning his games, right? So he was doing it by his performance. No, he was. He was. Jules,
I don't
He had that. He had a
Jules,
year- the
Jules,
year
Jules,
was-
Jules.
he
In
was unbelievable,
2023, the back half of that year, there was no player in the
was
comp
off
that
his
was
head.
better than Charlie Curnow. I'm telling you now. In terms of impacting games.
He was.
Final series, how good was he?
No, forget about the final
Yeah,
series.
so
I'm
he's
talking about a
not.
run.
So what I'm trying to say is he's not.
Nah,
he's not.
No, Jules.
He's not.
Oh, he's not a leader. I agree.
He's
That's
not.
why I asked the question.
He's not. I'm telling you, he's not a leader. I'm telling you now, he's not a leader. If you go and have a look at Wiedering, who did Wiedering have in the back half in terms of his
Well, he's had
leadership?
Newman there for 6 years. Is my point. He's
No,
been
no,
there
no.
for 6 years.
He had Bootsma.
Who did he have? In all honesty.
But he's had at least Newman. Is my point, right?
Yeah, but Newman,
He's had one.
he's 32. He came to the club
came
when he was
in-
25,
yeah.
26,
But hold
and
on.
he wasn't like a star
No.
at
But
Sydney
he
and
came.
so on. It's very different.
But he came from a culture, right? Same as Haynes. Haynes not a star at this point, but he came from a culture where he learned how to win. He learned how to be a leader in the back half.
I think it's, but
Wiedering-
Wiedering's been like that for how long?
It also
very
takes,
different.
yes, I understand it also takes that mentality. Wiedering's always had that mentality since you drafted him. But I'm sorry, you can't discount the fact that you got Harry and Charlie in the forward line who have never had that mentorship in our forward half. You can't tell me they have. There hasn't been a single player
Well, then you know
stand
what,
next to them.
Joe, Charlie, be better and actually go out into the public, go and outsource it. I want to be a forward half leader. Take some ownership on yourself. Go to another player. Go to a Jack Rewalt, whoever it may be from an opposition club in the past, whether it's Favola, whoever it is in Carlton, Stephen Kernahan, and go have that conversation in terms of how can I actually better myself
we don't
and the
know,
team in
but
the
we
forward
don't know.
half.
We don't know
because he's not doing
Well,
it.
we don't know if he is or isn't.
Can
But
you teach leadership?
I think you can.
Can you teach leadership?
No, you can't teach it in terms of having the ability and the onus to want to do it. Okay,
I think there's
it's
an innate characteristic
Of
from
course,
an
sure.
individual.
But-
You either have it or you don't.
Yeah, but
you can
there's-
teach styles of leadership.
Yeah, correct. This is where I'm going.
You can teach styles of leadership.
It has
you can
to be-
teach
it also-
ways,
yes,
ways to impart your knowledge and your leadership on a group, but you've either got it or you don't.
I agree it has to be innate.
Yes.
That's your foundation.
Do you
for
reckon he
leadership.
has that innate ability?
I'll ask you the question because I said no. That's what I'm saying.
I'll put it
I
this way.
say no
I'll put it
as
this
well.
way.
I say no as well.
Who called for the player meeting in the middle of 2023? You tell me.
His brother.
It was both of them.
His brother.
It was both
Nah,
of them.
I reckon it would have been more Ed.
It was Ed.
From what we know,
Someone
forget
tell
about-
us.
From what,
I reckon
I
it would have
it's
been
Ed.
more Ed.
it was at
You know
Ed's,
why? Because he's got this.
It was at
Yeah.
Ed's house, but from what I understand and from what we've been told, it was Charlie and Ed. Said,
When did
both said to the
Ed
playing group,
Kerno stop playing? 23?
23. Yeah, so since I know. I've thought about this too, to be honest.
It's interesting for me.
I'm not. Listen, I don't think there's a lot of there's a lot in the live
What are they
chat.
saying? Are they hating it?
Well, they've said Jules hates Charlie, always has, and that's true. that is true.
I've got high expectations.
Listen, I don't think we're Charlie. I don't think Jules is a Charlie hater. I don't think Dan's a Charlie hater. I'm definitely not. I've always tried to back Charlie in because at his best, we know what he gives us. But
I don't want to trade him.
no, we don't want to trade him. We actually want him
No,
to
I
be.
want him
We
to
actually
perform.
want him to be.
No,
at his best.
this is on
Yeah.
the
We
want
premise. This is on the premise of why is he in his lull. You were saying based on because he's. You're saying because of forward structure, and I'm saying he does not have the leadership ability.
And another thing too, as well, like we forget he didn't really have a preseason either.
Yeah.
Well, that
Like
was,
obviously that's another thing, yeah.
yeah.
Like,
So hold on.
But
That's
still-
where I was going to go because in the chat, this is what's being brought up. No, Harry had an interrupted preseason, missed the first 2 weeks. Essentially, came in against Hawthorn. He just
Underdone.
looked underdone. Missed the first 2 weeks. He was underdone when he came in.
You have a
There's a
positive
lot.
discussion after a
I'll
win.
get to that in a minute. I'll get to that in a minute. But there's a lot that went against him to start the season in the first half, where it's like, fuck, how can you even build? But then not only that, we weren't winning games, man. Like, how do you expect someone like that? Hold on, and I'll let me go into the second part of this. How can you expect someone like that comes off injury and comes off all of that to then get going? The difference is we're talking about a guy that was picked to be part of the leadership group. So the expectation
Correct.
is, and this is what we're saying, the expectation on Charlie should be, no, get your shit together.
correct.
Lead from
And he
the front.
hasn't.
Until yesterday, which I thought was a lot better, he hasn't. And I think there's clearly a lot more scope that he has to hone in. But yesterday was better. It was a lot better.
Oh, it was better.
He won the game for us off with that kick from 55. He sealed it. You can't say he didn't. He's kicked 3, sealed the game, got the game going for us. In the middle, you can say whatever you want. I thought he moved all right. I thought that was one of his better games for us for the year, which is still a very low standard.
I think Charlie is a player that he'll do a game, especially early on in recent like this season. He'll kick you 2 or 3, and then he'll just dwindle for
I just
majority
think,
of the rest of the game. At the moment.
I just think hold your reservations and your judgments until you can get Charlie and Harry together for a block of like 16 games together.
Can't they just play all year together?
They can't. Harry's injured. This is what I'm saying. And then if Harry's injured, Charlie's injured. Like, when have we seen it? Yeah, you haven't had that continuity. That's what I want to see. That's
but
genuinely what I
can
need
I ask
to
you
see.
a question? In terms of that, like these injuries and so on, obviously some of them are pretty unlucky and unfortunate. Like obviously Andrew Russell had his podcast. He was on the podcast? The Sacked podcast, whatever it's called. Now, obviously, there's a new fitness guru at the club. I forget his name. The name.
Guinness.
Robin S.
Robin S. Sorry.
Okay. Injury list not looking too well at the moment. Obviously, for other obvious reasons, like we're not going to be, there or thereabouts. So they're probably taking things a bit like cautious.
How long does it take for a new fitness program to see him?
I would say,
A year.
yeah.
I'm not reading
I
into
don't
it
think
this
you
year.
can judge. You can't judge him yet.
Next year, if soft tissue comes up, yep, no problem.
No.
He's still undoing a lot of what was.
The reason why I'm bringing it up is I'm actually not bringing it up to target them.
Right.
I'm bringing it up to target the players. Are they professional enough in terms of
Andrew
in terms of what they're doing? Because he alluded to it as well.
Yeah.
And this is why I'm bringing it up.
And he actually, Terry spoke about this as well. He omitted Chera from that. So when they went into that,
Chera
it was
actually
very
said
interesting.
he actually said Chera was actually doing everything right.
Yeah. So
Which is
and
very
and he
interesting.
said that was just one that's unlucky, like his body let him down. But there was a large crop of players who were always injured
There you
that
go.
never did the work. And I think without naming names, we can all pick 5 out of a fucking hat. And
Well, there you go.
understand.
Yeah.
So
That was interesting for me.
yeah.
Of course.
All right, I'm just going to close this one before we do the preview in the chat. They have not liked this Charlie discussion,
Have
Jules. No, not at all. I just want to say, again, we're not hating on Charlie. We want him to be at the football club. We want him to be at his best. He's not by his standard, okay? Last night, he played probably one of his better games, at least for the last 6 to 8 weeks that I can remember.
Easy.
But to Jules's point, if that's our standard for a leader of the club, it's too low. So it's not that we hate Charlie. It's can you do more?
Is 3 goals a pass?
It's I think 3 goals.
I think he's
is
got
a pass mark.
You know what? He's got to average 3 goals for the season.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Like he was.
But off this game.
you understand what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, but off this game.
it's a pass.
I'll tell you why it's a
Yeah.
pass because he doesn't have Harry next to him and he had Tom.
No,
as
it's a
statue.
pass. No, it's more than a pass.
Yeah.
He's done more than enough in the
I'm
game.
saying he kicks 3 goals, it's a pass.
But in saying that, in a moment in the game
Now,
where you need to compete down the
other-
line, and he didn't, that's an issue.
Yeah.
The
You
other,
understand what I'm trying to say? Because it's moments in a grand final or a prelim final. If my forward is not competing down the line, and they go down the end and Williams doesn't take the inset mark and they kick a goal from it, I'm going off for Charlie. And that if you allow that to happen now, it'll happen in a prelim. It'll happen in a grand
If we're
final.
talking about standards, and expectations, right? Two parts here. Going back to Andrew Russell, Sacked podcast this week, he spoke about 2023. The club was so disappointed that we couldn't win it. Now, we sat there at the end of it going, how fucking good's that? Made a prelim from where we were. Inside the club and inside the four walls, his expectation was that list, I think he said in his own words, correct me if I'm wrong, if anyone's listened to this, he had never been a part of a club where the list was so primed to win a flag.
Yeah.
That's why they were
Physically.
so disappointed.
Right.
And they just didn't own the moment at the Gabba when we're 5 goals up, right?
Yeah.
So there's levels to expectation. There's levels to standards that you hold yourself to. Brian Ambrose McMahon in the comment section has said, can you have a positive discussion after a win? I'm going to say no. And you probably, I'll tell you now, if you're going to tune into this podcast for the next 6 weeks, which is probably what we've got left, you're probably not going to get a lot of positivity. And I'll tell you why. We've won 7 fucking games this
Yeah,
year.
are
And
you
we're 12.
happy with being 14th on the ladder?
Okay, so
Or whatever we are?
13th,
I'm not.
whatever it is.
if this was 2015, we won 7 games to this point, I'll be blowing goats,
Yeah, I agree with you.
right?
I was literally going to say exactly
But
the
it's
same thing when I saw
2025,
that.
man, and the expectation is we should be competing.
Hence why we spoke about the young kids in a positive note. Everything else, sorry.
Expectations a little bit different with them.
Have some standards.
If you want a positive podcast, I don't know. Go listen to the besties. They're very positive. I can tell you. I've listened to them a few times. They're positive. They'll give you that. If you want positivity, you're probably not going to get it from us this year.
If you're happy with your ladder position, good luck to you.
All right. We've got a preview to do. It's a quick turnaround. Hawks on Thursday, 5-day break. Are we any chance? You know what? I'll tell you something.
They were pretty good in the wind.
Yeah, they were. I would love, you know what, would just actually make my year, and I'd just go, you know what, if we lose every game from here except Essendon in the last round, I'll be happy if we can just take a scalp, right? I just want to see us beat a fucking good team.
I actually think we can beat them.
I
This
do.
is the thing.
Their last quarter against Port Adelaide was actually really good. And it was. Did you see the conditions in Tassie?
There was one.
No, did you see the
There was one
conditions in
kick.
Tassie?
We got people saying bye to us in the
Are
chat. Hey, it's
listen.
fine. We don't take it personally. Not here to appease everyone.
When we're on a run and we're blowing goats, they'll come back.
Yeah, it's true.
Listen, did you see the conditions in Tassie?
There was
It
one-
was.
There was one
Ridiculous.
moment like pre-game where someone said, "Oh, how windy it was!" Like they'll have them taking like a set shot, like pre-game, like they're just going
It
out.
was
having a kick.
Josh
Said-
Ward, I think.
I think so.
Kicked it
yeah.
at the left behind post.
Yeah.
And it sailed through on the right.
Yeah,
goal
see?
post.
The,
was a joke.
the conditions
Ridiculous.
were a different level. Now, their last quarter, last or third, fuck, I can't remember now, but they blew it out in those conditions as well. I think Will Day might be back.
They had the
for it.
wind in
I
the
think Will
last.
Day might be back.
They actually had the wind in the last.
Did they? Yeah.
So it would have helped. But I don't know. Can we beat them? I think we can. I think we can.
I don't know.
It could also be 10 goals the other way. I honestly
I just don't know. I don't know. I'm past the point of predicting the scores.
Yeah,
all I
no,
want
we're
to
not gonna
see is
predict it.
all I want to see is selection and the young kids not being a bit.
All right, so what do you want for selection this week?
Evans out.
Evans
he's out with concussion. He's out.
He's out. So we want to see Billy Wilson back in.
Does Will White hold his spot?
Will White holds his spot.
Yeah, I think he has to.
Play him.
Yeah, but if
Dirds.
Wilson comes,
We had a lot of smalls. We had a
to be
lot
fair,
of smalls.
Dirt,
play.
if
yeah.
Wilson comes back in,
Oh, can I talk about one player? Zach Williams in the middle. Where the fuck have you been?
Yeah,
for
I
the
know.
last
Just
5
we
years?
were
we're
saying
talking
this.
about at the game.
We're saying Zach Williams' ability is a joke. The problem is the guy can't stay fit.
yeah,
Well, hey, what more you want to spend on
He
Zach
was the
Williams?
highest rated player in that Collingwood game, and he played 68% game
Joe,
time
we know
in the middle.
this.
Yeah.
We know this.
Come on, man. Like, where were you
Yeah.
for the last 5 years?
We
That's
know.
the run and gun that we need at a fucking centre clearance, man. Like, fuck. He didn't get injured on.
No.
he played.
no,
Yeah.
it's just Evans. But
Yeah.
obviously, I don't know if Wilson comes back in. I reckon it's more of a Durden comes in, and
Oh,
then
yeah.
like from the
You reckon
sub.
Dirds comes in?
Yeah, for Evans. Like who else is going to come in terms of having that spot?
In terms of that's all we got.
Well, I wouldn't bring Dirds in. I think Harry's playing. He's back.
H.
Yeah.
Oh, he trained
They said round
last
20.
week.
They
Yeah.
said he's back for the Hawks game. He was a chance for this week.
Yeah, he trained. He trained last week.
So Harry's coming in.
yeah,
I'm
so
telling you,
he'll come
play.
back in. Yeah.
So does that mean we stick with Pito and TDK, or does Pito get the arse?
Exactly.
Or does TDK get the arse?
I'd like TDK to step aside, but I
So I think it's going to be a very
Interesting.
interesting week
Yeah.
for selection
They'll play
because
three. They'll play
Harry
all
will
three.
play. Harry will play.
they'll play all three.
Or 4 with Charlie as well.
Yeah, that's what I mean by that. Yeah.
And Silvani's back. Not at all.
Yeah, but who are you going to take out? O'Farrell.
No, you can't.
No, he's played 2.
He's been good.
Yeah.
That's about who you're going to take out. This
It's
is
gonna
the
be,
question.
I'm telling you, it's going to be very
How
interesting.
tall are you going to go? You're
because-
going to bring Harry and Jay Sauce in.
Well, they are. Jack might be a bit touch and go, but if he's ready, he'll play. Has to. He's been a best defender for all year, and that's Wiedering aside. Sorry, Wiedering within the conversation. It's going to be interesting. I think if there's a week where...
Huh?
What did you say?
Yeah.
What'd you say?
Don't play Harry.
Yeah,
Don't
but,
play
but,
Harry.
but do you play TDK
No.
instead?
Yeah, so this is
Fine.
why I'm saying...
J-Sauce
So
in.
this
Bring
is...
J-Sauce in.
Yeah, and then where's Jay Sauce play?
They can't hear. You're just whispering.
I'm going to talk to Jules.
We're having our own
You
separate
know why I want to
podcast
play
over
Harry?
here.
Is we can maybe start to see how much Pito can give us with 80%. And you pinch hit Harry in the ruck. You're not going to get that if Tom plays. Like, we actually need, as a club, we need to start working out whether or not that's going to work next year. If Tom
Oh,
walks.
I don't think they'll do that, though.
I actually reckon we're going to sign like a Riley O'Brien or something in the off-season, just quietly, if Tom walks. I don't think Pito's in our modern ruck. As much as I love him, I don't think he will be.
His body probably can't.
I think
hold up.
I think our
No,
outside-
they'll go out and get
Can't
another
hold up a
ruckman.
season.
I
Yeah.
am very intrigued to see what we do in the off-season. I think this could be a very big off-season.
It could be
in terms
huge.
of changes.
Yeah, I agree.
List-wise.
We're all talking about it. We say
You're going to see.
But
I
I
reckon
think
you're going to see
bigger
a
than
lot
what
of.
people realise.
No, you're going to see a lot of, to a lot of people, unexpected
Yeah.
moves.
Yeah.
Very unexpected.
But I think also the players we might bring in are going to be unexpected.
They'll be elite.
I think it's going to be unexpected. No, well, whether they're elite or not, but I think there's going to be names that you wouldn't think of and go, why the fuck are we
Can you
bringing
Potentially, yeah.
Can you do a live like a vote or no?
Gav asked, are you blokes playing Chinese Whispers or are you doing a podcast? Directed at you.
Can you do a live vote or not?
No.
No.
Well, I can ask
Like
in the
opinion
chat.
poll?
We'll ask him.
No, because I'm just interested. I was speaking to my neighbour's a Carlton supporter, so I was speaking to him this morning. He came over for a coffee, and
Does he watch the show?
nah.
Actually, it's disgusting.
How many Carlton supporters?
We
watch
just
the show?
lost a viewer. We need one more. bro.
Yeah. Does he know you do the podcast?
I'll do a letter Dropbox.
Does he know you do the
Let it drop.
podcast?
Probably not.
You haven't told him you do the podcast.
Nah, he's
No,
like,
I don't really. I don't.
I
really
do, I
say it.
like
I
to.
know you do.
Yeah.
We know you do. I don't. I don't usually tell people.
Really?
I met a mate's girlfriend last night. I didn't tell her. They told her.
Yeah, okay.
But she's
Anyway.
like, oh fuck, how many followers?
I normally introduce with that. Hey, my name's Dan. I do a podcast.
Sorry, just go.
what was I saying? Oh, so yeah, I was with him this morning. We're having a chat, obviously, about footy, other things too, but footy as well, obviously in terms of Carlton. But
You don't need to say that.
Just get to the point.
Because they're not going to
do you
go
want to have a
on what other
conversation or not?
things.
Do you want to have a conversation or not? Yeah, and we're talking about in terms of like what he thinks Graham Wright's going to do, and he's, you know what he said, just openly, he's like straight off the bat. I give him the green light to do whatever he needs.
Yeah, a lot of Carlton supporters
shit.
are aligned with that.
We're all there.
Yeah, we're
this
in
point.
that headspace.
Like,
Yeah.
we've won 7 games of the year. I don't give a fuck what happens
Yeah.
in the off season. Just get me wins
no,
again.
No, but to the point where he was like, I'm comfortable in losing players.
Yeah,
Like, a lot
I
of
am not
like-
attached.
Everyone's
tell
in
you
the same
now.
boat.
Cripps, Wiedering, Walsh, Charlie. I don't give a fuck. I'm not attached to any player anymore. I'm done. I want to see my football club win a flag. That's it. I couldn't give a fuck who stands on that podium if we win a fucking flag. I don't care. It could be. No, I won't say. I was going to say a name from history, but I better not. I better not. All right. Actually, we've got a donation from Yuval Legentovsky. He's actually been a follower of Blue Abroad for a long time. Love your podcast. Hang on, what am I doing here? I'm not sure. I'm not sure what 101 of you are doing here tonight on your Sunday, but
But we appreciate it.
we do appreciate it. That's it. Win or lose, just give me a win or fuck it. Don't worry about it. Let's just do this.
Keep calm. Count to 10. 1, 2, 3, 8, 9, 10.
Not happy, Jen!
What time is it?
10 past.
10 past 8.
10 past. I'm going to keep this short. I'm going to keep this sweet. My missus, my wife,
No.
Lauren,
Okay.
bad books.
Again.
No, this is open mic, bad books. When you come over, I'll give you a coffee. I have those little Italian coffee glasses, the little short black ones.
Yeah, I know
The
this.
Scorpa ones.
Yeah.
Yeah?
We've all got them.
I've got the Sette Bello, my favourite.
Oh, no. She broke it.
I got home, and that's my favourite. I always have that one, and I give you guys the other ones, just because it's how my normal one's the same. Okay? I get home, and she's extra happy, and goes to me, "Hey,
Oh, she was trying to. The happiness was trying to make up for the bad.
made a
news.
really good dinner that night as well." Goes, "Hey, I just need to tell you something," and then holds the glass.
broken.
The handles. Disaster.
Still use it.
Yeah, but it's
Can I
not
tell
the
you something?
same.
I'm gonna bring you a gift next week.
Please.
I've got a spare one.
Do you?
Yeah.
Do you actually?
Yeah.
Oh, well done.
Shake my hand when I
Shake
give it
my
to you.
hand. Well, you're not going to give it to me?
The alcohol in
You
my
shut-
hands.
Yeah, I know. Why?
And clammy. That's why I didn't want to shake. I'll give you those.
You've probably got, what's her name?
I've got hyperhidrosis. That's what it is. I sweat profusely. Doesn't
Anyway,
matter.
Lauren cooked me because of the cup. Out of everything, don't wreck the cup. I actually don't buy them. I don't have nice things. Me, I don't
No,
care
we
about that
know.
stuff. Yeah.
He rocks
I
up
wear
in
the
the
same
same
thing all the
fucking thing
time.
everywhere.
I wear the same clothes all the time. I'm really simple in that sense. I just want my bloody Sette Bello espresso cup with its
I'll bring you that next week, and I'll bring both of you a jar of olives that I owe you as well.
and our salami's ready.
I had
Yes,
some.
no, not yet.
I had some. Can I give some live feedback to Silvio Casano if he's watching?
When did you have it?
Dad's yesterday.
Did ya?
Yeah.
Oh, is it? Go.
Because the smaller ones, which were the bigger size last year, so the smaller size this year, they cured all right. Taste, he's nailed it. No problem. I wasn't here this year. I was away. Right? Taste, nailed it. Okay?
Nailed the salami without Joe. We'll host and do this podcast next year without Joe.
Nailed the taste. Okay? Now, the smaller of the two this year, which was the larger of the two last year, has cured. A little bit soft in the middle, but it's
So
cured.
let it cure a little bit longer then.
No, well, this is where I'm going to give some feedback to Silver in a minute.
Oh.
It's cured in the middle a little bit, okay? It's still a bit soft, which is fine. I actually don't mind that. The bigger ones, now,
They're raw.
Silvio, I fucking said to you, don't do larger diameter salami. Why? It doesn't cure. You know this. The casing gets fucking hard on the outside,
go on the
and it
inside.
doesn't cure in the middle. That's where we're at. So,
But you just let it hang.
yeah, it's just
longer.
going to be very hard.
The outside,
casing is
yeah.
going to be very, very hard.
Yeah.
Fine. We'll see how it cures over the next 2 weeks. However, Sylv, just listen when people speak sometimes because I said just do the same sizes. Nah, got to be bigger. And then you, in our chat, you come in after he goes, let's do 100 kilos. You go, nah, let's do 120 next year.
You know why? More people to feed. Jules got a baby on the way. I got Alessandro.
Can I tell you what solves that solution? You do smaller diameter salami, you dickheads. You get more out of it.
Wrong. 120
Oh,
kilos, 120 kilos.
Meanwhile, make it 140.
Hey, me and Jules
Fucking
finished
keep going.
last
Let's
year.
make it 200.
I still had one more of last year's. Me and Jules had it today.
Inspirational.
You need
smashed
me
the
back
whole
next
thing,
year.
too.
Yeah, we did.
You need me back next year just for the logistics. Flavor? You guys know what you're doing now. Logistics wise,
Now,
there was some. I could say black gloves and shit. Not for me. Sorry.
I'm feeding it through the machine.
In my absence.
No, with you.
Oh, you were
there.
feeding the meat through.
I was the guy.
Who was doing the?
No, I was doing the feeding. Jules was doing the turning. I was
I
doing
was
the
doing
thing.
the turning. And then,
That's Jules' job every year.
yeah, I was doing the turning. And then was it Rennie that said, no, quicken it up?
Yeah, he goes, get off.
Oh.
And he got Jules off.
He got him on, and he was
Blowout.
doing it.
Blowout.
No idea.
Yeah.
Let the young calves do their thing.
Let us do our job.
All right. bye. As, in the words of, look at this. In the words of D, bye. We'll see you next week.